Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today I will react to more Sabaton, and this time I will react to an animated story video, which means that only a part of this video will be the actual song, and then there will be some background which kind of has meaning building around the song. If you're new here, I always just watch the whole song without any interruptions. I put my thoughts on the screen and then I add anything I didn't get into at the end shortly. If you want to support the channel, if you want to have influence on the channel, you can join the Patreon. There's a link in the description, and you're also welcome to subscribe if you like what you see and you want to see more music with me. So let's just dive into this. Here we go.
The Germans are resting behind the lines of the Eastern Front, their tents in neat rows. All is in order in the quiet and still of the night. It's cold, and the winter snow crunches under the jackboot of a guard. Looking up into the sky, the snow starts to drift down. It's peaceful here. Was that a noise from the sky? No, it's just the wind. Suddenly, piercing the still of the night, there's an otherworldly scream and a whoosh as a dark form speeds by. And was that a woman's laughter in the distance? There are no engine sounds, and the suddenly fearful German soldier loses his footing and whispers under his breath, "Die Nachthexen." The world is all at once a bloom of fire and ash, and two more dark forms pass without a sound. Hearing the whooping and celebration of these supernatural creatures, the guard shakes himself from his fear and calls out, "Die Nachthexen! Die Nachthexen! The Night Witches!" In the sky above, three planes of the soon-to-be-famous 588th Night Bomber Regiment, their engines now running, turn east for home. Time to rearm and refuel for another mission. Coming into land, they're greeted by their Commissar, Yevdokia Rashkevich. The young girls that form the pilots and navigators are between the ages of 17 and 26. They are desperate to take the fight to the Germans and have traveled from all over Russia to join the all-women regiments. The 588th is where the least skilled of all the women are placed, but that didn't stop them from carving their name in history. In the early days, they were largely ridiculed by the Soviet men. Given men's uniforms that were too big and shoes all of the same size, the women did the best they could with the clothes, making them fit with belts or filling the large men's shoes with stuffing. The equipment they were given was woefully out of date. The Polikarpov PO2 was a two-man trainer, underpowered and made of cloth and wood. These old string bags were nicknamed crop dusters, or even worse, sewing machines due to the noise their tiny engines made. But the women of the 588th ignored the taunts, and despite the odds, turned the plane's shortcomings to their advantage. The planes at maximum speeds were far below the stall speeds of any of the German fighters. Giving them a tight turning circle, they were almost impossible to hit. They were susceptible to small arms fire and anti-aircraft guns, so their strategy was to attack in threes, with a navigator in each plane. At her signal, the pilot would cut the engines and swoop in slowly, silently, dropping their bombs, dealing death from above. Unexpected, undetected, stealth perfected. If necessary, the other two would draw fire from the fighters or from the ground. They slept during the day and rose at dusk to take their vengeance on the invaders. This unnatural bravery and their stealth tactics earned them their title, the Night Witches. The German ace Johannes Steinhoff said, "We simply couldn't grasp that the Soviet airmen that caused us the greatest trouble were in fact women. These women feared nothing."
Some would have
32 women, both pilots and navigators, never came home. The 588th became highly decorated and respected, flying more than 23,000 sorties, dropping over 3,000 tons of bombs. 23 night witches were awarded the Hero of the Soviet Union, although they were disbanded just 6 months after the war and not allowed to fly in the victory parade, given their planes were so slow. From 1956, after she retired from active service, their commissar Yevdokia Rashkevich took it upon herself to find the site of every single one of her girls that was downed, to mark the place and to pay her respects to each one of the incredibly brave night witches.
Okay, so that was one very, very fantastic story. I did not know about this at all, the Night Witches. And I really liked how this animation represented these women and showed them the respect. I liked the build-up of seeing how kind of all odds were against these women and that they were like ridiculed and made fun of and given the bad equipment, and they actually made it work and they actually made a difference with what they had, and I think that's so inspiring and so amazing. And also I just love Sabaton for creating a song that is celebrating this and actually shedding light on this story. If it was not for this this band making this song and also this animated story, of course, I would probably not have known about this, and I think it's amazing that, you know, bands can actually use their bandwidth, their attention to share something that's so important. This was so inspiring and so also heartbreaking that they had, like, they were treated that way first of all, and also that so many had to lose their lives, and then also that they were not allowed in the parade because of the speed of the flights, even though they were giving that, you know. It's just, there are so many unfair aspects of this, but they made the best out of it, and I think it's so amazing. Also the song, while having seen this amazing like pre-story video, the song, it made so much sense, and I really liked how Sabaton incorporated the story in a smooth way into the song and kind of celebrated these women with it, and I think it was just powerful, and the song just fitted perfectly into kind of the energy and the bravery that these women showed. So this was just in so many ways like awesome and really respectful. I love the song, I love that Sabaton is doing this, I love the story, and I also really gotta give a shout out to this person who created this really amazing animated story video that that made sure that people watching like me actually knew what was actually going on. It was just a very beautiful way to watch a video. When you know the backstory of any lyric or why any song was created, it just adds so much more meaning and weight to it, and I enjoy that so much. Yeah, wow. So this is mixed emotion. It was both like sad and bad and inspirational and amazing and beautiful, and terrible, because again it's also about war and death, and so many lives is lost without it actually needing to be so. But yeah, I really enjoyed this, even though it's just a tough subject, war. So please let me know what your thoughts on this is out there. If you can recognize anything of what I say, maybe you perceive something different, please share, and let's just have a great time sharing what we saw in this video, what we think about it, our thoughts, our memories, and I can look forward to hear from you. And thank you so much for watching. I hope I will see you very soon, and I love you. Bye.